Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. Today we're playing a factory by Ralle. He sent it through and he said, I'm going to die soon. And, well, I can see what he means. He's in this little area, it's got his nicely secured. And then there's quite a few biter bases around, and as you can see the pollution has spread quite a way across the map. This is problematic and so is this. These smaller biter bases not so much, but definitely these two big ones are an issue. So let's get going. Let's see what he's got up and running, and let's see how we can help. Now, as with anything in the game, there's a couple of different phases when you play. So there's the early game, and that's normally denoted by that time, you know, immediately kind of around green science. The early game hinges around green science, and the mid game kind of starts when you get logistics bots, and kind of as a part of that, blue science. Blue science is kind of that mid game, and then the late game is when you spend that time gathering enough modules to sink a battleship to feed the rocket defense. That's what it is currently today in 11.16. The things will change in the future with the new endgame content, but currently that's the way it stands. So right now this factory is an early game factory. It has enough, it has a really good start. You can see that the attacks are quite constant. Now it's up to oil. That's where we're up to here, and we need to get it on the way, get it fixed, get it going, because without oil we're not going to get laser turrets. Once we get laser turrets, the base is kind of secure, and you really can't lose once you got lasers up and running. So to get lasers, what you need is, well, for starters, more ammunition. Be really handy. To get lasers you need oil, because you need batteries to create them. They're here under the tab. You see batteries is the big thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and salvage this little base for Ralle and get him on the way to victory. And to do that, yeah, basically we're going to have to do a quick oil build, make sure it's all secure. For the moment, this defensive setup is going to do the job for us. You know, there's not really too much wrong with what's going on there. Let me just get rid of that. Here's our walls. We'll just grab some of them, because they'll be really handy. And let's throw down a box full of random stuff that we no longer need. We've got that, so we're going to need them. Repair packs, well, actually we're going to need lots of them. We'll get rid of the grenades and them. The repair packs can be amalgamated. Got some lights, got some splitters, got some belts. That's very nice. We'll set that up. Throw that in there. Inventory management, very important to do it, to get it right. Once you've got it right, you'll find that your building actually picks up speed as a result, because you'll have everything that you need on hand and none of the stuff that you don't, so you can run around and do stuff really quickly. Now just quickly I'll sort this little green science build out, because it's a little bit funky. And like the whole circle belt thing's fine. I don't advise it, because you know it's you get the same effect just by running it straight into the area. So that gives you the same thing. Now, what we might do here, right, is, well, we'll leave it at that. That's fine. Now, solar panels are being worked away on. That's very happy. Well, this is interesting. We already have oil being harvested. So this is interesting. This interests me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run with what's here already, and I'm going to take it over here. I'm going to do my oil my oil build over here. I was just checking I had water there. Water, very important. Don't forget the water. Now, what I also need to do is set up a quick pipe build, because you need pipe by the 1,000 when you do this kind of stuff. Now, what we'll do is just a little bit of a break here. Okay, that's fine. We'll go here. That's good. We'll go pipe. Outstanding. Right, now we can do some tomfoolery in here to get this all to work. So we'll just grab there and there. Okay, that just needs plate, that's fine. That needs plate and these other ones. So what we'll do is something like that. Now what we need to do is take them out of what we're creating there. Now we're going to run with smart chest here for the moment, because what I want to do is I want to control what is being made. So out and out. Now where did those power poles go? There they are. Oh, how much would I like to do that? That's what I want to do. I do like a good solution. I love a good solution when I can create one. Okay, so here is our fast inserters. I can go there. Okay, so that's all ready to go ski. Now we just need 2 red wires. One will go. Actually, I'm going to need 4, aren't I? I'm going to double that, because I'm going to hook up the smart inserters and just say work less than, where is it? Here we go. Work less than 100 of these. Okay, and this is going to be a similar condition, but it's going to be work less than 50. We could probably jump that to 200. That's fine. You know, these you do need a lot of pipe when you're doing these builds. Oh, we have power crisis. Okay. Now we need one more inserter that goes here. Now what I'll do, just throw that there, put that there. Rightio, now we're getting somewhere. So they're being built, that's excellent. What we'll do is we'll just run over quickly and start to set up the beginnings of our oil build. Now, oh, one timer is being damaged. That's not good. I dare say that's a spitter getting to it. Now, what we can do is this is going to unbarrel the oil for us. Okay, it's going to spit it down in this direction. Now what we want is a quick storage tank just to capture that. Now I reckon this is going to be a pretty ugly build because I just want to get it done. So we'll go with the oil refinery here. Basic oil processing, it's going to kick out our 3 constituents for us, and that's happy days. So basically all we need to do is just get this oil over there. So that's actually making oil barrels for us if we provide the steel. If we do that, it'll make oil barrels. So that's pretty good. Now this we need to change into a belt so that we can bring it over here. Now, best way of going, that is the question. How would be the best way to get it over here? I'm thinking here is where we need to go with it. So with that in mind, we're just going to come here like this. We'll go underneath a couple of bits and bobs to save me unplugging the base. Rightio. Oh dear. So not quite. There, not quite indeed. So I can't. That's annoying. Can't get through there. Rightio. Now what we can do Oops, one too early. This wall here is probably a bit pointless. If something gets through, you're in strife, and you've got bigger issues than there being a hole in the wall. Okay, let's get some power happening. Okay, so that's all groovy. So this was the old ammunition line actually for this wall before the base was expanded by Ralle. Let's just pick all these up because we can use these. I can put them to good use. Boom. Okay, so let's go up and get the See, I'm just thinking we're going to need a way of returning the empty barrels back up again, which is annoying. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to change this into an unbarreler. Empty all barrels. This I'm going to stop because it is no longer required. It's just too hard to do this build at the moment. So all of this that I've just done I'm going to pick up and I'm just going to use pipes because it's really not that far. And pipes are preferable over a short distance. There was actually a post a little while ago saying that pipes did lose pressure over distance. And that was quite interesting because I didn't realise that. So it's recommended that over X distance you do have some pump stations to kind of refill, repressurize the lines so that you don't end up with a situation where there's zero in a pipe. Okay, that is fine. Now, I'm going to take this over there. So let us do that. How far is that going to reach? Reach to there. Oh, look at that. That's excellent. Now, there it is. Perfect. We'll go one more to like here-ish. Just go through the wall. Then what we need to do is hook it up. Wish you're able to run and just hold down the mouse button. Bob's your uncle, Freddy's your aunt. So, here we go. We need to hook this up as well. What we could do. You'll notice that the attacks have slowed down considerably. And that's partly because right now it's night time and everything is kind of just barely ticking along. So our pollution will vary over time. And it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll carry on a bit. So you keep that in mind. If you get to a situation where you think you're completely boned, you're not. Factorio is rarely that situation. Rarely. I've had only once has there been a situation where I was completely boned, and that was because I was set up and the map was a starting area 0 spawn. Like the biters were pretty much on top of me. That is the only time I've seen a... That doesn't look right. A save that wasn't actually salvageable, because what you can do is if you are definitely in the strife, what you can do is just turn off the power. What that'll do is over time your pollution will start to go down. Generally you'll have enough resources just sitting around that you can then start playing around with a few things. You know, most factories you have enough resources to get an oil build done without needing, you know, any extra help. You know, without needing any extra resources, you can get a build done and get through to oil. You know, even if it's just barely by the skin of your teeth, there will be enough. And then you can switch the power back on, you know, gather a few more resources if you do need more resources to build batteries or something. You can do that. What do we need here? It's sulfur first of all. which is a water and petroleum gas. That's a bit of a pain in the bum, but we can fix that. And then we need sulfuric acid. Then we need one more. Waiting some more. These take a long time to craft. Okay, and then these will build our batteries. So there you go, that's pretty much the build done. Oh yeah. We just need to move. We just need to move this around a little bit. Actually, we'll go this way. Because, you know, why not? That looks a bit different. Sulfur. Batteries. Okay, so what we can do now is we're going to hook that up. We'll just get our water in here somehow. Now, an offshore pump. Very cheap, very easy to build. Just do something like that. Now, I'm going to kill two birds, one stone here. I'm going to run it to here. And then I'm going to make it so that this is my water line for when I need it, because I will need it eventually. Now we'll come over here. Oh dear. They're loving that wall, that's for sure. There's nothing really I'm panicking about though at this particular point in time. Now, what kind of ammunition is that? That's a regular magazine. See, so if you're really struggling, what you could do there is actually upgrade it to an advanced or an armor piercing ammunition type, and that would help hold them off for a little bit longer, at least. So this here we need to get plumbed in there. Oh hell. Let's go the ugly route. Ugly route rocks today. That's what's up. Okay, so water, petroleum, gas, all done and dusted. This is slowly chugging along. Now, I've just noticed something. This is not expandable. This really needs to be one ship over so that we can join all the following refineries in a line. Either that or link them up to this pipe here. So come down and then, oh, well, that would work. So the next refinery, if it went there, you'd come to here like that, and then hook it in like this. Let me demonstrate. Oh, needs bricks. I won't demonstrate, but you get the idea. Okay, that's where it'll go. So you can hook it in just like that. The next one comes along and you go here to here and something like this. Okay. Oh, that's poorly positioned. Bugger. You'd have to shift that around, but you get the idea. And I think that I think I've probably really covered how to beat this game. It'd be a simple matter of, well, here's another solution for you. This is going to need copper and iron before it'll work. Okay, so copper, iron, done. You know, this kind of bootstrapping thing, there's nothing wrong with doing it just to get yourself through. And then, you know, as you secure your position, then you can go ahead and, you know, go crazy with the build. If you're really struggling though, you can always do it just the straightforward and simple way first. Get it all set up and done, and then come back and demolish it later when you've got more space. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way. Let me just power all this up. There we go, happy days. So that's making sulfur. So we'll start throwing sulfur over. Now this is also going to need iron, so let's grab another box, right? We'll put that box there. No, we're okay. Alright, box. There you go, have some iron. And again, you know, there's batteries done. Next what we're going to have to do is take the batteries out, and what we'll do is we'll throw them into another box, right? And we need, oh, there's an assembly machine I made earlier. Okay, this is going to make lasers for us. Now this, I'm just giving you an example of how you can bootstrap a build together. Not really do it properly, but get it done is the most important thing. Throw some of that in there and some of that in there, and suddenly we're going to have enough laser turrets to secure our defense. Once the defense is secured, you can work on refining it, getting it all sorted. You know, there's a laser turret. That's excellent. And the first place I would put a laser turret is here. And then you would run around, right, and just upgrade your infrastructure so that you're placing the laser turrets in the high volume areas. And you can tell that by how many kills the turret's done. So 24 kills, 14, 4, 5, and you watch as I go north, these turrets have done 0. Oh, there's one that's done 5. We go up north, same thing, 0, 1, 12, 18. So you can see here, kind of here-ish, there's a bit of a hot spot. So you can place down your laser turrets there, give them the priority. Something else that's going to be important for this factory is to grab lots of solar panels. Now, thankfully, Ralle has already set up the build here. He's got it building away, which is very nice. This needs to continue, because without it, he's going to be really, really boned. If you can get that transition to solar done and keep working on those lasers, he is going to be fine. Now this can go away. I think that really covers it for the video. Not as challenging as I hoped. It's certainly a good challenge, and you know, if you're new to the game, you're playing around with it and you're unsure, this would be scary. Like you're hemmed in, you really don't have the things that you need, and you have to make a really big jump to get to the next level. You know, that's worrying. You don't want to have that kind of situation, but you can get out of it. So don't necessarily give up the ghost straight away. There we go. That's on the way. We've got another 41. Just keep working with it. See if you can actually get things to work. Bootstrap your builds together and just work towards lasers. If you can get lasers up and running, you're pretty much home and hosed. Lasers, solar, once you're there, you're good. You're golden. You're not going to really have any issues. You can see now I've just if I switch that to longer, you can see how much I've just increased that by. Well, no, you can't, because the good old engines are on currently. But you'll notice that throwing down a couple of these will drastically change the paradigm. Yeah. Oh, actually, what we should be doing. Now, there's many ways to lay out solar panels, and I'm not going to espouse any particular solution. There's people that have done the math. I suggest you go look it up if you're interested. Because really, that kind of stuff, I just leave to the construction bots. I don't bother with it. So there we go. That's done. You know, just boosting the power a little bit more. You know, it's one of those multiple things. The more you throw into it, the better and faster it all becomes. Or, sorry, the more effective it all becomes. So thank you very much for joining me in this episode. It's time for me to bid you farewell. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. I'm still looking for a really hard challenge. This one wasn't it. It was certainly a good challenge, but yeah, not quite impossible. There we go. Another laser turret. That's excellent. So you can see that this is going to eat a lot of resources to get this done, because it takes 3 batteries. In the next save, I will be playing a factory by Nicholas M. So I look forward to seeing you then. Until next time, see you later.